Hi there, everyone. So my name is Emily, and I'm going to talk to you today about what I think Tyler and Josh's meaning behind the video and song Heathens was, because a lot of people are kind of going about it different ways, which is great. Like, I think that's awesome, and I think that's what he wanted for the song. So, yeah, I will get right into it. If you didn't know, Tyler and Josh were raised in Christian homes and brought up that way, and I believe they're obviously still Christians, and some of their songs, well, a lot of their songs I find have a lot of meanings behind them. I don't know, I can't really give you any examples, but yeah, a lot of them have different meanings, and I think that Heathens was one with a couple different meanings. Like the clique seems to think that it's about judgmental people inside of the clique and judging people outside of the clique, which I think is also very true. Like, I'm not going to go against that one, because that's definitely a good option for, like, just for the way that people are. And also it does make sense, because if you reverse the song, it kind of sounds like he's saying, "Evil fans, what are you doing?" Which I did, and I got copyrighted for, so I can't put it back up there. But still, guys, just so you know, that's, yeah. I think that might be a secret meaning behind the song, that he's trying to tell people not to judge, which I think is awesome. But coming from a Christian standpoint, the word heathen is actually found in the Bible. It comes from Old Hebrew, and I think that was his motive for the song. Like, you can't, I mean, it's pretty plain and simple. You can't pick a word like that. He's written some other things about heathens in the past that I saw, and it does kind of fit the words, and like the way that the song is, like the music video and everything kind of still ties into that, I think. But yeah, so I will just read to you a quick thing that I found. So if I will link this below, because it's a pretty good definition if anyone's interested in it. But yeah, it's a question. It's obviously, what is a heathen? And I'll just read it to you. The word heathen is an older translation of the Hebrew word goyim in the Old Testament, and the word is literally meant nations, and could refer broadly to all the nations of the world. And in other contexts, the word was used to distinguish other nations from Israel, the people of God, which there are a few verses there. In such cases, the heathen were non-Jewish idolaters who did not know the one true God. So they were non-Jewish, they weren't worshiping God. And then continuing on, it's found in more than 140 times in the King James Version, which is an older version of the Bible, but it's still pretty good. And throughout the years, heathen has lost its original biblical meaning of not Jewish, like I said. It means today people have translated it as a pagan, or sometimes atheist, which I don't think is very good, because I don't know, or unbeliever, which is a better term, I think. It's used to describe sinful or irreligious activity in general. Many times people use the word heathen today to refer to the culture of a people without regard to religion, and the word has taken on the connotation of barbaric or uncivilized, which could relate back to, as I said, the music video, which has all the people in jail and stuff like that. But I don't know, that's just me. Nation, okay. And modern translators of the Bible use more accurate rendering nations to refer to people groups. And that is that. I will link that below so you guys can read it and tell me what you think. And like I said, I'm not going against what the clique is saying about what Tyler is saying, that it is about the clique. It could very well be. There could be other meanings. I don't know. I'm just saying this is like my going about it. So not that I don't know the lyrics, because I listened to the song like probably 30,000 times, considering since it's been released. But anyway, I will just, yeah, we'll go through this. All my friends are heathens. Take it slow. Wait for them to ask you who you know. That to me sounds like he's saying not his friends, because we all know that we are his friends. Wait for them to ask you who you know. So that to me sounds like he's saying that, you know, your friends may be unbelievers. Like, I know probably Tyler probably has a lot of friends who are unbelievers and know that he's a Christian, and he's saying he's waiting for them to ask him who he knows, which I think is a direct line towards Jesus, because that makes more sense to me. That was what I got out of the song when I first heard it, just because I'm a Christian. Obviously, I wouldn't be making this if I wasn't. But I think that makes more sense in that way, that he is talking about his friends asking him about Jesus and asking him about his religion. And again, he's saying he's not pushing it on anyone, which is awesome. I don't really think that's a good thing if you're doing that. And please don't make any sudden moves. You don't know half of the abuse. To me, that sounds pretty good, because it's like he's basically saying, don't make any sudden moves, like don't push yourself onto people and be like, hey, I'm a Christian, I need you to believe in Jesus, which, I mean, it does say in the Bible to do that, but not in like an aggressive way. Like, let people come to you and ask you who you know. You know, like it makes so much more sense that way. And yeah. And you don't know the half of the abuse. It's true, because if you start doing that, everyone's going to start judging you, and they're going to be like, oh, that person's a Christian and they've been rude, and they're like, you know, it'll be all over the media and all this stuff. Like, you'll see if you're like, someone goes out and says, oh, la la la, like, you need to believe in Jesus, and like, it's, you know, it has a contradictory thing, because I do think that people need to know. But if you're pushing it and pushing it and pushing it, that's not going to make someone want to become a Christian. That's only going to make them feel a little bit more like uncomfortable about Christianity in general. Anyways, la 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 la. Now, I don't know the second verse. I'm not really too sure about. And then he talks about, like, you never know a psychopath sitting next to you. You never know the murderer sitting next to you. Like I said, I think that is also, as the click saying, oh, sorry about the light, I think that the click is saying that, you know, it's true, don't judge, because you shouldn't do that. I think that he's basically saying, like, in the Christian world, you don't know who's beside you, you don't know who you're talking to. You could be, like, really upsetting someone who just doesn't want that in their life. Like, they just want they want to be encouraged, and they want to feel the love of Jesus. They don't want to feel like they're being pressured into something that they shouldn't be, which I think is another, like, behind meaning to the song. And then, we don't deal with outsiders very well. They say newcomers have a certain smell. Yeah, trust issues not to mention. They say they can smell your intentions. I'm trying really hard not to say that the way that he says it in the song, because I don't want to be like, but I think with this lyric, he's basically saying, it's true in the Christian world, it's like, the lyric is very point blank, it's true. We don't deal with outsiders very well. Like, people who, I'm not going to give any examples because I don't want to sound bad, but, you know, we are very quick to judge, I find, in some ways, and I don't think that's the way that things are supposed to be happening. And like I said, I think the song is about that. But he's basically saying, like, newcomers, people who are new to the church or are just figuring out what they want to believe, you know, that I have experienced it myself in some churches where there is so much judgment and so much, like, disrespect for those people, which I really don't think that is a good thing. So I am going to leave it at that. I don't really know what else to say besides the fact that I think Tyler and Josh are awesome people. I think that what they're doing, the messages that they have, are incredible in their lyrics and the way that they're putting things out. I think that there is a lot more to learn about their songs. If you haven't looked into their lyrics, my goodness, you're missing out, because their lyrics have a ton of hidden messages, I'm telling you. I can always do another video on some other songs if that's something that interests anyone. Just let me know. Otherwise, stay cool. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Please no hate. Please give me some good constructive criticism if you have to. Like I said, don't judge, because that's what the video and the message is about today, people. But yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed, and if you did, let me know. Give it a like, throw me a comment, let me know if there's another song that you want me to do, because I do have a few other ones of theirs that I think would work out pretty well together. So yeah, I hope that you guys enjoy. I will see you two soon. Peace and love.